Hey YouTube, what's happening? Chris here. Wanted to bring you guys an update. We're going to go over Bitcoin on the one-day chart, and we're also going to go over Digibyte on the one-day chart. So those are the two we're going to be going after today, guys. I want to dig in depth a little bit with them. Hoping not to make this video too long, but I want to drill down some points with you all as well. If you could, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We're trying for 100 likes on this video, and you guys have been killing it for me, and I'm just beyond thankful. So we'll dig into this, and thank you guys for that. So what we're looking at here for Bitcoin on the one-day chart, what we've been paying attention to, you've seen how we've had these trend lines. We've been having lower highs and higher lows, and now we've almost gotten to the point of like this symmetrical triangle that we're in here. It's almost a mix between a symmetrical triangle, and it's very close to a descending triangle as well. So with the descending triangle, you're going to have this flat bottom. With the symmetrical triangle, you're going to have the lower highs and you're going to have the higher lows that are coming. Now we're coming to this apex, and we're going to have to decide, are we going to break to the upside, or we're going to come back down here and test this bottom trend line again. So I'm keeping my eye out on that. And also I'm keeping my eye out, is this a bull flag? Is this a BART pattern? What's happening with this here? Alright, you guys see this pattern. Now textbook wise, this would be basically a textbook almost bull or bear, yes, bull flag, I'm sorry. But in cryptocurrency, it could turn into a BART pattern just as quickly. You could have this here and then boom, we just drop right down and we come down here and test this. So be aware of that. You know, even this one right here where we had this nice spike and then we started to come down a little bit like that, and then we just dropped off a cliff. So be aware of that type of stuff. But to the upside, what we would be looking for is our 20 EMA to hold here and to get up above this 50 moving average. So we had our big pull. Now we're having that decreasing volume. See, big spike of volume, decreasing, and now we're going to see if we bounce up from there. And what it would be, guys, what you want to do, you want to take the length of this pull right here, put it on top here, say we're to get the breakout right there, and that's your projected target. So it'd probably bring us somewhere around in here, around that $4,000. If this bull flag were really to take hold and we just blasted through this, we didn't back test this line right here, if we just went right through and shot up on a candle that looked like this but to the bullish side. So keep that in mind. And then another thing I wanted to show you all that we really need to pay attention to is the cross of the 20 EMA over the 50. We're going to see if that happens. We're looking, remember, we're looking for those golden crosses as well. When we'll get that, you know, like 20 crossing over the 50, or the 50 crossing over the 100, or the 20 over the 200. It's something like that, you know, where you're looking for those crosses, because you have the golden crosses and you have the death crosses as well. Bitcoin is really overextended from our 200-day moving average. You saw how Litecoin's been buttoned up into it. Look at the range here. And that's where, you know, maybe it is going to be a bull flag, guys, because we've been so low for so long. We've been so overextended from this 200 days. Maybe we're going to get that pop up here and they're going to get closer, even if we do see rejection off that in the weeks to come. And another fall down. It's just we've been so far away from this. It just feels like we at least need to get up into this area at some time. But remember, this is cryptocurrency. Anything can happen. You have to be prepared for the upside and the downside. Now on the downside, say this trend line here didn't hold and we closed a candle below it, we would look down here around, and we're just going to go off the real body, see if we would find any support there around 31.73 roughly, down around that area. So that's what I'm looking for with Bitcoin. I'm being patient. I'm watching it. I want to see what happens with this trend line. Right now, guys, we've just been so tight. You see we're wicking up into it and we're just moving down, waiting for one of these whales or market makers to move the market in whichever way they're going to move the market. Alright, so that's my thoughts on Bitcoin right now. Not going to get too crazy in depth, anything like that. We know what needs to happen. We got to see if we're going to get pushed down more, if we're going to break out of this, if we're going to break down this trend line, or if we're just going to move sideways for another day or two. I mean, that candle is tight. You can see where we're at right here. Look at this, guys. Sorry about that line, but look at that. Look at the real body on that candle. Look how small that is. So the bulls and the bears have just been in here battling, fighting. That's what you have to picture. The bulls and the bears just fighting back and forth, fighting back and forth. So the bulls try to push it up to this 50 moving average here along this trend line, and they were rejected and pushed down. See that? So the bulls are trying to push up. They got rejected by the bears and they got pushed back down. It's amazing, guys, when you really think about these things and you see, like, you picture the bear swatting down. The bull's trying to climb the hill, the bear swatting down when you see those long wicks. And just like if you saw a long wick down here, that's the bulls defending and they're pushing up on the bear, saying, no, you're not pushing down any farther. You're going to get bucked up. All right, so let's move into Digibyte next. If you guys could hit that like button, leave a comment down low if you like what we're doing. All right. I want to find a good exchange for Digibyte, guys. That's really going to show us some data here. All right. And you can see how Digibyte looks similar to Bitcoin in this way. They're both kind of in that symmetrical triangle, almost descending triangle type pattern. And we're just really waiting to see. We're just traveling sideways right now. And with Digibyte, we're below the 20 EMA and we're below the 50, so it's not as strong as Bitcoin is. And then we have this trend line. So Digibyte has more of a likelihood to come down and test this trend line again. That's on the downside. Now, on the upside, we'd have to get over the 20, and we would have to get up over this 50 as well. And that's why I said there's some work to do up overhead here. Can it be done? Absolutely. But there's a lot of this battle between the bulls and the bears. And you can see these long wicks, guys. There's a lot of profit taking all over the place in Digibyte right now. And it's just that, like, really indecision. You know, there's a lot of people who are going long on Digibyte, trying to hold for the long term. And these are low prices. Obviously, we're under a penny. People are saying, I'm going to buy them. Then there's other traders in there who are just flipping this, you know, trying to make moves. They're buying when they see this bullish engulfing candle right here of this candle. And they're riding it up to here to this trend line. And they're getting the heck out of there. So that's where you're having all these wicks and profit taking and everything like that. But the main thing right now, and there's not a ton to say with Digibyte, is the volume's dying off right now. All right, so that's another bear sign that the volume's going down. Whenever you're going up, you're going to see that increase in volume. All right, we have the moving average overhead. So what I would be looking at is a potential bounce off this bottom trend line. We're going to see if this gets defended like it was defended with this Harami pattern right here and this doji candle right here with good follow through. So could it happen again here and we bounce up? Absolutely. That can happen. But right now we're having more bearish indicators that are saying that we could potentially go lower. And guys, that's a more of a potential to even get Digibyte at a cheaper price. I mean, this coin's going to reach its all-time high again at some point. Remember, I'm not your financial advisor, but this is such a young project, and it's going to have an all-time high, you know, past the one that it had before. And if you're able to buy at under a penny and it even goes back to its all-time high at 16 cents or whatever, 16, 17 cents, you just 16, 17x your money. That's incredible, guys. You don't see that in any other market. You know, yeah, everyone wants the 1000x, but let's not be greedy. If you can get a 5x, a 10x, a 3x, that's a big deal if you're playing your cards right. So, you know, keep your head up, all you Digibyte people. You know, we're getting close to that bottom. We've talked about it. You know, this here, I really want to see this hold, though. This 0.00789 down around this area where we had good buying pressure and we had that nice recovery, that reaction that came in. We had this massive drop, then we had a nice strong reaction on some good volume. So this is the spot I want to see hold. That's what I'm looking for. But guys, these are just some quick updates on Bitcoin and Digibyte, and hopefully I may try to get one more video out today. I don't know if I'm going to have enough time or not, but if I'm able to, we may do something like Ethereum, maybe look at Omisego again. What are some other ones I was thinking about? ETC, maybe Bitcoin Gold. I've talked about that before, guys. There's some different stuff. And some of these I hold, some of them I don't, guys. I'm just throwing out some coins. Ripple, we could look at. So I don't know yet. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get another one. But if I am, I'll probably throw like three or four coins together and we'll try to rip off a video. But God bless each and every one of you. Take care, my friends, and have a great day. Please be safe if you're going out tonight. I know it's Friday and Valentine's Day was yesterday and everything. So just please be safe, my friends. All right? You only got one life, and you know, you want to be safe, you want to have fun and everything, but you want to make smart decisions. So, you know, don't do anything you'll regret, and God bless each and every one of you. Take care, my friends.